Who's going to answer that? Cindy? All right.
Yes, I will answer that. The fact that you are all here means real music still matters. You're not with them, you are with us. So, if we didn't matter and our catalog was not selling, what are you all doing here? That means that we're still necessary. We might not be as digital as the new artists or trending on TikTok and all that, but our music matters. When people sit back home with their children or in a time when they really, really want to listen to good music, that's where Blu3 comes in. And then there's a time when they don't want to be serious, so they want to be in a club when they're high and they'll listen to nonsense. And all of us. So at the end of the day, a balance, we're just here to create a balance.
Cindy, you can't end that without saying, hey, you have to say that kind of. You have to put it there. We are now done. That is a TikTok sound.
Yeah, I think about 5 years we've been trying to make this happen.
Okay.
So I will say when I had this year, when I had the conversation, it must have been early in the year around March. When I heard that the girls were interested in coming together,
yes.
And then we started having the conversations that led to this actually. Yeah. I've been communicating before, but the communication of we want to do a concert. That was about in March when we started, and I remember saying, let me finish this battle that I'm handling, and then we can step into it and get serious with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it has been a very big deal for very many Ugandans, including me. One of the people that we used to sneak these stories was Lillian. She would go on Twitter and kuchankaranya everyone. And type like, guys, the reunion is on. They'd be like, when? And it wasn't happening. Lillian, why were you doing this?
I mean, we had to ruffle the feathers and see what people are feeling about it. It's been a long time since Blu3 has been on stage together.
Yes.
So just getting feedback from the different social media platforms.
Yes.
Was so interesting.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I don't think that I've had so much interaction on my social media. Like when I asked people, are you all ready for a Blu3 reunion?
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I honestly think, Jackie, wherever you are, you're thinking, Banaki, now we're going on this big stage after all these years again. You've not been in these big stages, you took your time off and everything, and so now, when this news comes to you, what is the first statement what's the first thought that hits your mind? What is the conversation like with your sisters at that moment? What was it like for you, Jackie?
The first thing on the top of my mind is, yay!
We are back.
It's not even about like we're back. I'm like, finally we can see some real good music.
Yeah.
She said it. That's something for TikTok. Yeah? Tell her.
Yeah, so I was that aside, which is the main thing actually, and I was really happy about the fact that I'm going to be on stage with the girls again. Because that aside, like right from the very beginning, we just had our own different relationship when it came to being on stage. So I was looking forward to that, and I was looking forward to us reconnecting. Because of course there was that time when there was this weird stuff going on and stuff like that. But just us reconnecting, the fact that it was like, yes, let's all do this. Let's do this. We were down to go with this.
I love that. Cindy, I've been seeing you in some interviews, some of the conversations you guys have in studio when you're doing music, when you're rehearsing and everything.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the energy, you're like, have these people met themselves for the first time? What's going on? You're excited, like as if you're young girls.
Yeah.
What was that like, considering the fact that you've been solo for a minute and you've been doing this with your band and everything, and now you have like a whole new situation to deal with.
That's
what
true.
was that like for you?
What I want people to understand is that when I joined Blu3, I was just making 18. I actually made 18 at our first concert at Blue Africa. Yes, so I was a child, literally. I was coming from Bali. I had no experience of the city. So these girls were like the ones who like hooked me up with the city. Like these are the clubs and these are the coolest people. These girls.
Of the two, who was the leader?
Actually, both of them. Actually, both of them. So for me, it was going back to that child that I was. when I'm in Blu3, I am the child, and I love it because when I'm the king myself, I'm like at the front line and I'm leading, I'm fighting. But with Blu3, I get to sit back and say, okay, yes, okay, and like I'm just the baby. So for me, it was that excitement of going back there. That's why even my energy at the studio with the girls is like a whole different vibe. So for me, that's mostly it.
Lillian, did you notice anything different? Of course, yes, you know, we are mothers, we are living different lives, we have responsibilities beyond 2006. But did you notice anything different in your personalities as you're reuniting and you're doing this music? Do you notice some growth, maturity, and all that?
Yeah, obviously we have all gone through so many different stages and things in our lives that have led up to this moment. We are all grown, the voices have matured as well. I think that even musically we have grown in terms of live performances, in terms of, you know, how we present ourselves. It's different from those little girls that we were before. But at the end of the day, we are still the same at heart. Yeah, we're still Blu3. Yeah, we still sing, it's still Jackie, still Lillian. Yeah.
Jackie, one of the biggest contributions you've had to the Ugandan music scene has been one of your biggest songs, Gold Digger, that took over the entire continent. In fact, till today when I think about it, I just see those tires in the music video. I see everything, right? So, sorry for doing this. But the thing is, we have a new format of music in Uganda. We have all these things. Do you sit as the three of you and say, maybe let's change this thing? Because you know that you have gone beyond. You have been in the biggest award shows around the continent. Blu3 is known as the #1 most prolific group from Africa for the longest time. So at this moment, do you feel there's still a chance for that? Can you still boil that energy over, the past is the past, we move on?
Why do you want to put me in a spot?
It is important.
That part.
It is because you're the one who brought it up. You're the one who said the music of nowadays.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
So please tell us.
The music of these days, yes, it is okay, but my part, the only problem I have is I just can't listen to it for more than a week.
Okay.
So I just believe it's okay the way it is, but we can just polish it a bit and just give them a manual.
Yeah. Great. So you guys can see that this concept is Wakuru, eh? We're going somewhere else that even I don't know.
Yes, we are. I think we're more than ready. And I can never, you guys know me, I can never get into something which I think I cannot handle at the end of the day. But I think from our first rehearsal, when I sang and then had our perfect harmonies were on my left, on my right, I just knew we were going to kill this.
Nice.
Because in this country of ours, we haven't had a concert that is so full of talent like this one. So I want to... It's just the truth. I knew that we're going to. I feel like it's something that you guys have not seen in a very long time. Yeah, so I just knew this is going to work. My worry was like, you know, how before we approached Ali, of course, and then the sponsors and all, I was like, who's going to pay for this? Because Blu3 is high standards. Blu3 is always a big budget. You cannot, you cannot like and compromise here. That cannot happen with the brand Blu3.
True.
That was my only worry. But when we spoke to Ali and just got tag onto it, now we're good to go. Everything is perfect. So to come back to your question, we are ready.
Nice. A round of applause for that. Yeah. This is the time when I look at Ali and I'm like, oh, I'm Luseke. Because if Ali is the big baller in this situation now, that was a very important message. we now know. Yeah, but Lillian, I'm very sure that when you go through the process that you've been going through right now, rehearsing and going all this, it must be really exciting time just for you as a person. But how exciting is it to see the three of you together and ready to take over this experience in this world?
I think the first time we performed at, remember when we performed in December? That was, first of all, the indication that, this concert is supposed to happen. Because it was like we had never left. It's like we understood, like the music was still nostalgic to us guys who are singing it. So we want to bring that experience as well to everyone. The same way we feel about it, I'm sure everyone feels the same way if I sing in Sanyuga now, guys go, you know, so it's so exciting for us. It's a bit surreal, but I have to pinch myself from time to time and say, wow, girls, we're finally doing this. Yeah.
I love that. Jackie, one thing that you're known for, all of us here know that once you're on stage, that energy from northern Uganda will always flow. The spirit is. Do you sometimes look at yourself performing and you're like, hey?
I know. Sometimes I look at myself. I'm like, did you just?
So are there some of those that we should expect on this day, on this great day?
The one thing that I'm going to tell you is that you just need to expect the original Blu3 and the new Blu3, because what it is that you saw years ago is what you're going to get. And you're going to see as well a different version of Blu3 because we are different now.
Nice.
It's so you're going to see everything, like it's a full package.
I love that. Before you guys give your final words, Roy, are you excited? Because now this conversation is... What a queen dancer. You can just be a queen dancer. Ali, I'm pretty sure you're happy about this. You're ready to go. The excitement is there. Any final remarks for this?
Celebration, and there's still some big surprises to be announced. Last year, Legends of Sound sold out, so this year we encourage everybody to buy your tickets early to make sure you get a spot at the concert. And diamond tables for 10 million. They're available on Standing FlexiPay, on Tag Ticketing, and physically here in the lobby of the Sheraton Hotel, the Tag Town Africa Group offices in Carolo. The event is going down on the 22nd. The gates are going to open at 4 p.m. We're going to have different gates for all the different ticket holders. General, the bronze entrance will be at the Independence Monument Gate. The silver entrance is going to be at the Speak Gate, and for the tables, you'll enter from the main hotel. And like I said before, just get those tickets early and make sure that you book your place here. I also just wanted to give a shout out to some of our other partners.
Who's going to answer that? Cindy? All right.
Yes, I will answer that. The fact that you are all here means real music still matters. You're not with them, you are with us. So, if we didn't matter and our catalog was not selling, what are you all doing here? That means that we're still necessary. We might not be as digital as the new artists or trending on TikTok and all that, but our music matters. When people sit back home with their children or in the time when they really, really want to listen to good music, that's where Blu3 comes in. And then there's a time when they don't want to be serious, so they want to be in a club when they're high and they'll listen to nonsense. And all of us. So at the end of the day, a balance, we're just here to create a balance.
Cindy, you can't end that without saying, hey, you have to say that kind one. You have to put it there. We are now done. That is a TikTok sound. Guys,
An exclusive. We literally, we didn't have everybody there. And now this is a major, memorable concert. And it's going to bring people from all sorts of life who support Blu3. And I think you just have to wait and come and see the difference between the last time and this concert that we're having next week. So it's going to be fire, it's going to be energy, lots of costumes, lots of dancing, and just an all-round good time. Yeah.
Great. I like that.
That's what I can say. So at whatever point it is that the three of us are able, or when you can afford to get the three of us on the same stage, we shall be there. But minus that, we shall still keep giving you some music.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we have some focus.